Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got some breaking news coming out here for you, and I'm going to bring an update regarding this upcoming strike on Iran that Israel is supposed to be launching. So we're going to be talking about the IDF chief here. This is Herzi Halevi. That's him talking to some of the Israeli Air Force pilots, and he's discussing with them what they're going to be doing, that they're going to be striking back on Iran. I talked about this yesterday. I put out a video letting you guys know that the Israeli War Cabinet convened yesterday. I think they're going to be meeting back together again today. But apparently, they decided yesterday that they're going to strike Iran and target them hard. Okay, they're going to hit them very hard, apparently. But I've got some really interesting news to share with you. So we've got a video coming up here that I'm going to show you. It's a just a statement made from Herzi Halevi, the IDF chief, and he's saying that Iran will face the consequences for its actions, and we will choose our response accordingly. Okay, so he's definitely making a major statement there, saying that they are going to respond, and we are hearing this is going to be a big attack. We'll have to see if it really is, but we don't know if they're going to target just like the proxies, or are they going to target Iran directly? I would think they would target Iran directly because Iran targeted them, but they are trying to not spark a Middle East war over here. Okay, that's what they're trying not to do apparently. But I will say there's kind of some weird stuff going on here, a little suspicious. That I'm not sure what we may be seeing could be theatrical. I just want to kind of throw that out there, but you'll kind of see what I mean in a minute. So let's go ahead and get right into some of this news here. I've got a few posts here from X that we're going to be going over. No article in this video, but this one right here is from Iran International English. It says Iran will face the consequences for its actions. We will choose our response accordingly, IDF Chief of Staff General Halevi said in a video statement. He also praised Israel's partners and said the Iranian attack created new opportunities for cooperation in the Middle East. So let's take a look and see what this IDF chief has to say.
Over the weekend, Iran launched a large-scale attack on Israel. Over 350 ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, armed drones, and rockets were fired from Iranian soil, as well as Iraq, Yemen, and Lebanon, towards the State of Israel. Across the skies of the Middle East, a coalition was activated to counter this attack, marking the start of the IDF's Operation Iron Shield. The Israel Defense Forces, together with the United States Central Command, the British and the French armed forces, and other partners, operated together in real time in the air, on the ground, and at sea. Defense systems were activated, the threats were intercepted, and Iran's attack on Israel failed. Operation Iron Shield proved the strength of our ironclad cooperation. I want to thank all our international partners who stood up to Iran's aggression. Iran's attack has created new opportunities for cooperation in the Middle East. We are closely assessing the situation. We remain at our highest level of readiness. Iran will face the consequences for its actions. We will choose our response accordingly. The IDF remains ready to counter any threat from Iran and its terror proxies as we continue our mission to defend the State of Israel.
Okay, so as you can see there, he's very serious about responding to Iran. And like I said yesterday, the Israeli War Cabinet supposedly convened and said that they were going to retaliate. Okay, so that's coming directly from the IDF chief there, stating that they said they're going to choose a time and place when they're going to strike Iran, but I think it's going to be sooner than later. I don't think they're going to wait too long. So it wouldn't surprise me if it happens sometime by this weekend. But yeah, I wanted you to see that. So pretty major statement coming out from the IDF chief. So I've got a couple other things I want to go over, and then we'll get you guys out of here. This is just a quick update for you. So I wanted to show you some other news here from OZNT Defender. The Speaker of the Iranian Parliament's National Security Commission, Abul Fazl, probably not saying that right, Amoui, has stated tonight that Iran is prepared to utilize a weapon it has never used before, if Israel decides to launch a retaliatory attack. So I've been seeing this a lot. I've seen multiple reports talking about this, that Iran would potentially use a weapon that nobody's ever seen before. I don't know what that would be, but I will let you know this. Could it be a nuclear weapon? Okay, I know that sounds crazy, but isn't Iran working on nuclear weapons right now? They've been talking about wanting to test them and things like that. So I don't know. Could it be something like that? But who knows? We'll have to see. But it definitely it's obviously not like a missile or something like that. Or we did get reports too that they would use like some hypersonic missiles as well. And some of these hypersonic missiles could strike Israel in as little as like 400 seconds, and they're extremely hard to shoot down as well. So that's the only things I can think of. That, or maybe like some sort of, who knows, direct energy weapon or something, probably something crazy that we wouldn't even expect. But definitely a major warning going out to Israel, and I wanted you to see that. Here's a report from Times of Israel Alerts. Live update report, Netanyahu avoiding call from British Prime Minister Sunak over Iran. So Netanyahu's been doing this a lot lately. Over the last like 24, 48 hours, apparently he's been getting a lot of calls from the West, and I wanted you to understand this too. He's been avoiding all these calls from everybody because he doesn't want anybody turning him around and saying, hey, don't do this, don't launch this attack, because what have they been doing with him when it comes to Rafah? They've been pushing back on him, especially President Biden from the United States, telling him, hey, don't go into Rafah. This is going to be a mistake. All these different big warnings coming out. So he's kind of avoiding everybody and just kind of, cowarding into his own shell. And he's just kind of making his own decisions with his own government. And that's it. They don't really want to take orders from anybody, is what it seems like. Which, they should make their own decisions. They're their own country. But he's definitely doing a lot of that. I wanted to share that too. Also on Iran Observer, breaking, the U.S. contacted Iran asking it to allow Israel a symbolic strike to save face, an Iranian official told the Cradle. I thought this was pretty crazy. The U.S. basically calling Iran and saying, hey, can you just allow us to just bomb some buildings that you guys don't use anymore or something? Like, just make it look spectacular. Put some fireworks in there. I mean, obviously I'm just speaking hypothetically here. But, put some fireworks in there or something, so that way when this thing explodes, it's just this massive fireball or whatever. I thought this was kind of interesting, and it just makes me wonder if what we're seeing may be like theatrical, at least to an extent, because we did hear some reports too that supposedly there was some word going around that Iran let the U.S. know like 72 hours in advance before they were going to target Israel and strike them, so that way the U.S. could prepare for it. I thought that was kind of interesting. I was seeing some reports on that, but very, very strange. But yeah, this is from the Iran Observer. Next up, this is from Sprinter Factory. Iran state media, we are waiting for Israel. As soon as the first plane takes off, our missiles will be fired. So this was a major warning coming out from Iran. This actually came out yesterday. And they were saying if you guys were to lift your first F-35 off your runways, we will fire these missiles immediately. And they're talking about firing like thousands of missiles too, not just these smaller ballistic missiles and like drones and stuff. They're talking about thousands and thousands of major missiles like the ones you're seeing right here. And some of these apparently are like 36 feet long or even longer. So they're very giant rockets. Another one here from Times of Israel Alerts. This could be our final update here. So live update, IDF shows reporters remains of massive intercepted Iranian ballistic missiles. So here's a picture of how big these are. I showed one just the other day that got intercepted over Jordan, I think it was. It was like on the coast. Might have been Israel, but I want to say it was Jordan. yeah, there was somebody standing by them. So look at how big these things are. I can't click on it and make it any larger because it'll take me to their website. But yeah, I just wanted you to see how big these things are, and you just imagine when these things strike, they'll do some damage. Okay, so imagine if Iran fires 1,000 of these, or let's just say 500 of these particular rockets. I don't know how many these have, or how many they have, these ballistic missiles, excuse me, not rockets. This could do some major damage to Israel. And what we were seeing coming into Israel, some of the projectiles that actually made it through the Iron Dome were actual cruise missiles. So they were not drones. Most of the drones got shot down. So pretty crazy. I just wanted you guys to see that and be aware of that. I think it's pretty nuts what we're seeing here. And I just wanted to bring you an update primarily about the IDF chief and let you know that he means business here. Okay, and they're gonna take action here very soon. I think, like I said, probably by the end of the weekend, we'll be seeing them launching some sort of offensive onto Iran, or at least the bare minimum their proxies. So I do know as well that apparently, I think today the IDF took out another Hezbollah commander inside of Lebanon. So crazy. Okay, this war is still going on over here, and tensions are still high. So stay on your tippy toes and pay attention, because things can pop off at a moment's notice. But as soon as something does happen, I will let you guys know as soon as I possibly can. So thank you so much for tuning in for this update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. And also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, I hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next one.